What's going on, crew? Today on Crypto Madden, I'm going to be giving you my perspective of what I see going into the future for Bitcoin, okay? This is currently what I'm seeing. This is my dimension, okay? Now, here's what happened, right? This is why we took such a heavy dip, all right? This triangle right up in here, this one right here failed, right? And we had to make a clone of this right here, this candle. And if you do the average of that candle, it lands exactly where I said it would land, around 25,000, okay? Now we're on the recovery, trying to make another triangle out of this right up in here. But keep in mind, we have this one right up in here, and we have this one playing out. Like, there's a lot going on right now. Like, there's some buildup right up in here. Like, the big dogs are playing right now because it's insane. Like, there's just so much dimension that can go on. Like, we can have this go on and go down. Like, there's a lot. So here's what I'm saying. Like, right, this failed, we dropped down. Right now we're making this triangle. Now we're bouncing inside of here. How long we're going to be bouncing in there for? All the way until December. Okay, December of the end of this year. So we could be doing like this for the rest of this year, okay, until we can make a breakout this way, or we're going to drop down to 10,000 going into the new year, okay? I'm kind of thinking like we may touch 10,000 because, I mean, it's looking a little bit bearish, and you know that Bitcoin gets its halving every like 4 years, so we may go down to these levels and then make a breakout, come back, touch around 25,000, and then break out of this negativity, right? Get back into here and then gravitate towards these numbers around 2024, okay? Because Bitcoin right now is looking a little bit negative right now. It's not looking too good for Bitcoin because we got this negative downtrend and this one right up in here. And this negative downtrend looks very, 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 very strong, okay? And this one right up in here was created. And if we start another candle right up in here, inside of here, with these two negative downtrends right up in here stopping us, okay, and we may create a smaller triangle within this larger triangle that's going on until the end of this year, right? And we can slowly bleed out around 18,000 until next year and then touch 10. So there's just so many possibilities. All I know is that this triangle right up in here was the one that was in control of that heavy duty dip, not including that's also not including just these uptrends right up in here from the last like few years, like in 2017. Let me look at that. Let's see what those, like 2019, we got 2017, you see? So this uptrend line right up in here, these guys forced the sell of this, and these guys right up in here, I guess they were just making some trades, decided to make the dip into this right up in here, okay? But yeah, Bitcoin was looking bullish, right? Then it decided to fake out, get really, really negative, right? Couldn't continue this uptrend. It created this, right? This is how I know this is another confirmation for this being correct, right? Because this uptrend right up in here, it failed out of this triangle, and it also made a copy of this right up in here. You see? Boom, and then boom, boom. So this one made a copy of itself. This right here equals the whole entire dip of what's going on. So yeah, Bitcoin, there is a chance that we could touch, 10,000. Make sure that you're loading up. But right now it looks like that we're going to be bouncing, most likely inside of this zone. We may not hit maybe 40,000. or we might. You never know. But make sure that you at least know these levels. 10,000 is very important. 18,000 is very important. 25,000 is very important. 33,000 is very important. And it just keeps building from there, right up in here. Currently, we could gravitate back into this triangle, because look at this. This triangle doesn't end until October, right? So there is still a chance that we could gravitate back in here. Like we can fake out, build this triangle up in here, make a breakout, move this into here. We'll make maybe a clone this way, right? And we could gravitate inside of here around October, and then boom, we'll take off. So there's so much that can go on. That's why I love doing chart analysis, because there's so many doors and so many opportunities to make a play on top of another play. It's just about however you want to see it. And yeah, I got two confirmations of what I've been saying. This one. So yeah, we're bouncing inside of this triangle up in here. So yeah, there is a chance that we could visit 25,000, or we could create an uptrend, do this, and then keep climbing up the stair ladder. So anything can happen. Just make sure that you're ready for if it does happen. You need to have a trading bag, a holding bag, because you never know. But at least you can see these levels and keep these in mind, because that's all I do. I don't know what's going to happen until it happens, but I have a good idea of what can happen based on these breakouts and these confirmations. 1, 2, this one right up in here. This one right up in here, which lets me know that Bitcoin needs to close back inside of this purple line by August. It needs to close inside of this triangle. So by August, Bitcoin needs to be inside of here. It needs to be inside of this range. If not, there is a chance that we could shoot down to 18,000. And that's because this triangle will be active, right? And then we're going to touch this, and we'll try and make another clone of what's going on right here. An exact clone. And the reason why is because this super strong negative downtrend, it keeps going, and you got this one supporting it. And then maybe next month we may get another negative downtrend coming from this one. So Bitcoin, let me add that negative downtrend line. That way you can actually see what I'm doing, right? Let's add this in here, because I don't think that Bitcoin is going to turn bullish on this candle. So I'm just gonna advance and make a reasonable probability of what could happen. All right, let me thicken this up, that way we can see. So currently Bitcoin is dealing with 3 negative downtrends, and that's pretty strong. Like, those are some strong negative downtrends. But the good thing is that this is completely out of the picture now. Now we're dealing with these guys, these 4 candles. These 4 candles are really in control. And then you got a few old school players inside of these uptrends that are trying to smack it down a little bit, make some trades, boop, 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 boop. But yeah, these 4 candles right here are really in control. And the one that I would say is in the most control at this moment is this one and this one. These two. Because they made the confirmation of this. They finished it. They finished the confirmation of these two. They were teaming up. this triangle and this triangle teamed up, and it made this negative downtrend. Okay, so this month, if Bitcoin wants to, say if we do decide to start a new candle going into the next month, let's move this right here. Right? Oh, wow. I'm already there. So I was already right. This is another confirmation for me. So going into next month, right? Going into June, Bitcoin needs to close above 33,200, getting back into this triangle. If not, we'll be bouncing inside of this triangle, and we'll have until July 1st to break out of this triangle and try and get back into this one right up in here. And if we can't, guess what? Bitcoin is going to go down to $10,000 because this negative downtrend is stopping it. This negative downtrend is supporting it. And this one right here is just pushing it all the way down. Like, do it. It's making sure that it happens. So we got 3 negative downtrends that are stopping Bitcoin. Bitcoin needs to break above this negative downtrend and get back into this triangle very, 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 very soon. I'm telling you. By we need to be back in this candle. We need to be back inside of this triangle by August, or we're going to touch 18,000 easy. I wouldn't doubt it. But this one right now, this triangle is very active. Very scary triangle right now. If you're a trader, you're loving it. But if you're a holder, very scary. I'm going to be honest with you. Very scary. So by July, we need to close above 25,000. And then we'll make the breakout, get back into this triangle, or try and get back into this one, because it looks like that there could be a chance that we could start bouncing inside of this one. So either way, it needs to get back into here, or it needs to get back into here. Just know that by the end of this month, Bitcoin needs to close above 33,200. If not, we're bouncing until July, and then we may touch 10,000. So make sure that you're building up your bags, because Bitcoin is going insane.